Well, I just got done cutting my hair with Moy at Goodtimes, best barber in all of Las Vegas. Getting ready for Joe Benavidez's title fight. Camp was amazing. He's looking sharp. You know, this fight has like special significance to me because we're fighting Davison Figueiredo, and we previously fought him with Tim Elliott, and we didn't get the outcome we were looking for. So not only is it a chance for the longest tenured flyweight in UFC history to kind of finally get his chance at the title, like this is something that he's been working his whole career for. You know, he fought DJ twice, and you know, obviously like he came up short in those fights. So this fight is significantly very important to me as a coach, and really looking forward to get back in there and watching Joe perform, kind of get the win back from Tim Elliott, and then also to get the belt that he's been fighting for so many years. It's going to be an amazing night. We're really looking forward to it. So got all fresh for the fight, and then you know, this last weekend we had a couple of guys fighting in Washington. I just got back, so that fight, those fights were important to us as well because, for one, Julian Erosa is coming off of a few losses in the UFC, and this is his first fight since getting released, and he was fighting a game opponent. It was one of the most pressure-filled moments of my entire coaching career. I kind of felt like we needed this win more than anything, just because coming off of 3 losses in the UFC, just every fight after that is going to be a pressure-filled experience, you know. So it was kind of good. Felt good to get the win, first round submission win, and then George Alcala was the other guy fighting that night, and he's had 3 first round rear naked choke finishes in his last 3 fights, and he does it exactly the way that I preach. You know, we take him down, we get an underhook, we beat them up really bad, and we encourage them to take the easy way out, just tap into the choke. So George is executing the game plans perfectly. There's always going to be things we need to work on, but overall it was an amazing weekend of fights up in Washington, and it kind of sends the team to Virginia to fight Davison for a title in the UFC with a bunch of momentum and a bunch of feel good going on. And so, you know, it's just going to be an amazing weekend. We're really looking forward to watching my good friend Joe Benavidez kind of fulfill a lifelong dream and finally get this UFC title. It'll be the first title of my career. You know, we've had other titles, Combate America and PFL for sure, but the UFC title is a big deal, and it'll be the first UFC title that, as a coach, that we fought for. I mean, we've had some big fights as a coach, but this is going to by far be the biggest fight. And I know inside of 10th Planet, Tony Ferguson has won the interim belt, which got stripped, and he's fighting Khabib for the title, the real title. So we're going to have 2 back-to-back cracks at it, and hopefully both Joe Benavidez and Tony Ferguson can bring him back to 10th Planet. It'll be an amazing time for us as an affiliation and as an organization, and I know Eddie Bravo will be very pleased because, you know, that many years ago when he set out with 10th Planet, it was always for MMA, you know, and it's you know, we're about 10, 12, 13 years old now, and so you could see that the leg work and the grind and the non-stop has always been the mission from the beginning. So here we are. All of his dreams and aspirations are finally coming to the forefront. So that's been the goal. Now we're about to get it.